Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome. My name's Randy and I literally have a tote full of crochet things I need to sell. Today is kind of a little bit of like an accountability day because I have too much stuff here and I need to sell it, and I'm having a problem because I think I just have this fear of failure, and that's why I've been hoarding these in my office rather than selling them like a sane person would do. I have a lot of things that I have worked on that I knew I was gonna sell when I was done with them, but I just haven't done it yet. And I guess I'm just going to address that now and get over this whole fear of it all, and I will be selling these next week on my Etsy. I think I'm going to change my Etsy name. I cannot come up with a store name. I don't know why. I've tried so hard. I think it's because I put too much pressure on myself. I really want a Bob's Burger pun type crochet name, and I can't do it. So yeah, but I'm gonna show off the things I'm selling and kind of discuss how I feel about it. It's not that I'm desperately wanting to keep these, it's that I'm genuinely worried that something will go wrong when I sell them or something like that, or people will be unhappy, and I just really don't want to do that. It just scares me a little bit. But first off, this is a recent creation. This one's not perfect. All of these are samples. All of these will be listed as samples and will be severely discounted because of that reason, because some are flawed. Like you can see, this guy is definitely not perfect. His lips are not laid out perfectly because I make them for the tutorial, and hopefully eventually I will get it together and make patterns for a lot of these. It's just a lot of work, and I'd rather do the physical crochet part. Sorry, I was interrupted by my son. Anyways, so he is definitely a work in progress. I think when Halloween time officially commits here in about a month and a half, I will be doing another version of this, but because he's a work in progress, it's gonna be a sample alongside most of these. And I do have to fix some, this Franken frog, his little stuff's coming out. I'll have to adjust that. But with that being said, all of these will be samples. So when you go to purchase them, they'll be listed as samples. They will either be I feel like this guy's pretty close. He is pretty dang close. I think this guy would be market ready, so to speak. He does not have anything hanging out. He doesn't have any this one where I'm I would fix this, I would change that. This I'm really happy with the design of completely. So I would feel comfortable selling this as it fully as is. But with that being said, I'm still gonna sell them as a sample. Another one I'm overall really happy with the design is this little Yeti. He's a little misshapen because he has sat in this box. That's why some are still being samples, but he's so cute. I was really tempted to keep him, but I am parting with him. So I love the Yeti. I think he's pretty dang close to perfection as well. I just find myself sometimes I rush through a little too much with projects, or my vision just wasn't fully there and I end up not loving them. Another one I think is dang close to perfection is the seal. He was very hard not to keep. The only thing I would say is not perfect is his tail. So there's that. I really, really love the design of this. Still will be called a sample, but he's really cute and I love him. And I'm moving all these into my guest room rather than my office because it'll force me to list them next week. Next, once again, pretty close to perfect. I think there's a few things I could have adjusted, the layout of where I laid the wings and stuff. The cuddly bumblebee, I love this one. Another one that was very hard for me not to keep, but he will be for sale as well. This is just really cute. I also have a woolly bear tutorial, which is a caterpillar that I will be doing very soon. So they'll be kind of like going together. Another thing that is not perfect that I'm actually going to fix before I do it, I said it in the tutorial, I just did not have time. It's really bad. I am trying to be better about my tutorials in making like higher quality ones, because the leaves, I just need to make bigger leaves. Maybe it's just personal preference. Maybe other people like the strawberry slug the way it looks, but I'm gonna add better leaves onto this before I sell it. We'll still sell it as a sample, but we got a strawberry slug. Some older pieces here. I didn't make a tutorial of this. He is not like, I just kind of like made this. This was when I was kind of like working on some techniques, working how to use fluffy yarn. He's really cute though. He'll be like super cheap on my store. This one's from Halloween, Spooky Scarecrow guy. I really like him, but I'm going to part with him because I feel like I'm gonna make more stuff like this Halloween, because I love Halloween, so I want to make all the Halloween stuff. But he'll be a little bit more pricey because I did use like wool yarn on him, and he used like a lot of different yarns. He was a lot of work to make, but even then he's still like gonna be discounted because like I think there's some techniques that could have been worked on, but I really like his little face. Another one that I was like kind of making, thing I was kind of making to keep, I have a couple of these, was this bow bun. I didn't like how it turned out. I think it's accurate to what a bow bun would look like. I just don't like his face very much. So he'll probably be listed for pretty cheap in general. You know, it happens. This one, I don't know what to do with. It's so bad. I'm not selling it and I'm not keeping it. It is so bad. I made this for us because I have a football pillow who's currently packed away. This was supposed to be a hockey puck with like ice skates. He looks really bad. And it's mostly this yarn. This yarn was terrible. It's super wonky and like overstretched. I just need to unstuff it, take the stuffing out and throw the rest away because I don't want that yarn back, to be honest. And originally I was going to do, I know I'm jumping around a little bit chaotically here, but originally I was going to do a Valentine's Day drop, and then I got a promotion at work and I started working a lot. So I made this like bear pillow with little heart cheeks. I thought he was pretty cute. Once again, I think there's still a few techniques I could like adjust on him, but I think this is really cute for like Valentine's. And then also just like some really easy, this is a cute little bear with a heart. And then a little alien holding a heart. I wanted to make something a little different, and I had like pastel colors, so I made a little alien and then a little bear. I think they're both so cute. Both of these and the bear, I had like a huge list of Valentine's Day ones I was gonna make, and then when I got my promotion, I couldn't make any more. So there's that. Also was gonna be like another thing I was trying out, cupcake bunny with a strawberry on its head. You can see the stuffing through because I do not like to use this yarn for plushies, but I was trying stuff out. I was just making something a little different. I don't know, this will be like dirt cheap in my store just to get it out of here. Another thing that will, I'm not selling this on Mercari, or I'm not selling it on Etsy. I'll probably list this on Mercari because it did sit on our couch for a little while. This was the first, like, I think I made a tutorial out of this. This was like one of my first tutorials. It's a potato, a couch potato. I like the concept of him, but he just didn't, like, I think shape-wise perfect, face-wise not perfect, but because he is used, he will be going on Mercari instead of on my Etsy. Staying with the food theme, I made this tomato. I really liked how it turned out. It was one I really liked. Stem, leaves will be listed. Still a sample, still not perfect, but there is that. This one I think is pretty dang close to perfect. I really like it. It is Shroomish from Pokemon when I really like making characters. I would love to make tons of Pokemon, but I know there is like rules and regulations that I don't fully understand when it comes to selling like stuff that should be licensed. And so like it just, I don't know, I have had a really hard time with it. If you have a like firm understanding how all that works, let me know, because I know technically like fan art can be sold in like certain levels. I don't know if this counts, so I don't know, but he turned out so perfect. I think this is like one of my better pieces, which is really sad because I really love my like jaws that I made not that long ago, but I feel like about 6 to 8 months ago I was doing a little bit better with my crochet, and I feel like recently some of my stuff just, it hasn't been capturing like this, and I don't know why. Does anyone else have those moments where you like compare this to like, maybe it's because I'm trying to make more of my own characters and just like, maybe I just need to go back to the tried and true of making characters that I know proportions and stuff of. I don't know. We shall see. This was also a fail. This little polar bear. The design did not come out and his face is crooked. So he'll be dirt cheap in my store. I think he still has like, he's still pretty cute. I really liked his head. It was just like proportionally his body and legs. Not what I wanted. And I'm getting down to the bottom here. I'm not going to show like everything because there is stuff like this. I think I'm just going to break apart. It's lumpy now. It was definitely, I hate this yarn. Bernat yarn, hate. I hate it. I've used it a few times on stuff and it always ends up looking like this, where it's lumpy and bumpy and misshapen. I hate their yarn. It's not made for plush. I don't get how people use it. I just hate it. I'm also missing a few because I have another lobster that is also going to be for sale. I have no idea where it is, but I do have this one. I also have like another box of stuff as well, but this will be the last one I share. This one's pretty dang close. I'm very happy with it as well. Like I said, recently I've been kind of in a slump where I'm not liking the things I make. I think certain things I'm just like missing the ball or dropping the ball, so to speak, on them. And yeah, like proportionally this is so much better than some of the other things I've been making, and I'm working on it. Okay, I have some stuff I'm going to be coming out with soon that I'm definitely going to be taking my time on. I think part of it is just I feel like I have to rush through it and I have to get things done so I can post a video and progress in this. And so yeah, I just wanted to post this to be kind of like accountable of like, here I am sharing these, I'm gonna post these on Etsy where they belong. And yes, but hope you guys enjoyed this kind of more like chit-chatty type video. Most of these items do, if not all of them, have tutorials on my page. So if you saw anything, even if you want to perfect what I said were like flawed, please go ahead and then go to my Instagram down below and show it to me and maybe tell me what you changed and how, like, in that way I can know how to make it better in the future, especially now that I'm trying to make some of my own characters and stuff like that. You gotta live and learn, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!